There's been a murder.
Yes, the police are on their way to arrest you.
What?
There's a splattering of blood and dirt from the crime scene on your Crocs. Also, you're holding a crimson-stained knife indicating a very specific form of malice. Finally, the confession note in your hand all lead me to conclude that you are the murderer.
Well, who are you then, Sherlock Holmes?
No, I'm Purrrlock Holmes.
What difference does it make?
Quite a bit, actually. The main difference is all in the whiskers. Make no mistake, a crime's been committed, and your only suspects are these very well-dressed anthropomorphic animals. Now, fortunately, you happen to be the very dapper, pipe-smoking Purrrlock Holmes, and you are on the case, and you're working with Scotland Pound to capture these criminals and thwart the evil Furriarty before you lose your reputation and become the litter box inspector for the Pound. Yeah, IDW really doubled down on this cutesy theme. In Purrrlock Holmes, Furriarty's Trail, designed by Stefan Sauer, 2 to 5 players sink into the role of an alternate universe London in which people don't exist, I guess, and animals make up the fabric of society. Remove the soft, downy fluff, and this game is a deduction experience pure and simple. Players are racing to accumulate points by successfully identifying one or both aspects of the card in front of them. The turns themselves are sleek and unexciting, but brief and interactive enough to keep the game interesting. Now, that sounds contradictory. In reality, what you're doing is you're taking a card on your turn, and all you're doing is you're holding up a card and you're saying, is this a lead or is this a dead end? Does it pertain to the card that I can't see that's sitting in front of me? Now, that doesn't seem like much, but with that kind of player interaction, what you're getting is every single turn, every person is asking a question, and everybody has a chance to respond and answer that. With every successive turn, you're getting more and more information about what card is not in front of you, and you can use the process to narrow down what information you might be missing. And each time an opponent successfully guesses a character in front of them, you need to weigh just how big a chance is needed to take on your turn. Should you risk going for more points despite not having complete information, or should you play it safe? I don't know what I was expecting in terms of this game, but I feel like this was it. The simplicity of play is in no way hindered by the information you have to process. You could play this game entirely on the merit of figuring out the clues right in front of your whiskers. Sure, others may trouble themselves with taking in everyone's information and they may win, but this is a far lighter and more enjoyable experience than the likes of Clue. However, some people won't want a decidedly light deductive puzzle. The thing with this genre of games is that there's a certain amount of satisfaction that comes along with taking a complicated problem and being able to overcome it and solve it. There's satisfaction in the fact that you've used your brain to overcome an obstacle like that. No one likes to be completely stumped, but a little work makes you feel like you've accomplished something important. It's hard for me to determine where this is going to sit in the long run based solely on the weight of the game. It's a solid kids game, absolutely, but as it stands, I enjoy playing it with older gamers as well, and that's due to the urgency manufactured by the Furriarty mechanic. Players have to work together and complete enough of these simple puzzles in a limited number of rounds. That means that if you're the only one racking up points because no one else is getting it, you still are going to lose. Furriarty is going to escape and no one will win. That adds a super simple mechanism that keeps the game tense and lean. You need your opponents to be successful because if they're not, you're doomed from the get-go. It's the kind of semi-co-op that allows you to scratch your neighbor's back competitively without stabbing them with a retractable claw. It's a softer, cozier co-op deduction game that works well for most ages due to the simplicity of gameplay and calculated risks that have to be taken to come out ahead. Now there's the theme. I am flabbergasted and dumbstruck at the title and subsequent theming of this game. It's so ridiculous and cute, but it takes itself so seriously. And to me, honestly, that is fantastic. And the art. Joaquin Davis brings this vivid and adorable world to life with beautiful illustrations that ooze from everything. The tokens, the box, the cards, all of it. We get this almost dark world that would perhaps be a little more sinister if our prime suspect weren't a goose wearing a bonnet. So you take this box and you open it anticipating some sort of unique experience. And you're gonna get it. It's an experience that you can quickly sink your teeth into without getting bogged down by too many complicated rules. As you bite into it, you may find that it's only fulfilling as an appetizer, something to get your night started or to end the game night. It almost feels that this game is just a little bit big for its britches, but I don't think that's the case. Rather, I think this takes the bar and it sets it a little bit higher than what I'm used to for what this is. And I don't say that to detract from the game, because it really is a solid little filler deduction game that doesn't require the same amount of gray matter to burn as fuel as what I'm used to. And while the deduction challenge may not be as strong, there's certainly the competition of needing to answer these questions quickly and to do so in a manner that elevates your opponents while keeping yourself just slightly ahead of them. For that reason, I think Purrrlock Holmes, Furriarty's Trail is a really interesting thing that I highly recommend checking out for yourself. Dig a little deeper, see if this is something that might interest you. Hey guys, just a quick update. We hit 500 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is awesome. Something I wasn't 100% sure was ever going to happen. So to celebrate that, I kind of mentioned it on Twitter. If you don't follow me, at Plumpy Thimble. But I'm giving away Torres. This is a game that IDW has generously provided as a giveaway, and it's one that I've reviewed previously and really, really like. There's more information on the Gleam link below, and thanks for watching, guys. And hopefully you win. You specifically. Thanks.